Hi guys. Alright, so I started writing the script for the Meeting My Mom video, the explanation, and I realized I was writing a life story, and that's probably not what y'all want. That's definitely not what was requested. And this little part of my life is surprisingly less traumatic to talk about, even though during the whole ordeal it was probably the hardest thing I ever went through at the time. Okay, so my fiance and I went to visit my dad in California in mid 2019. We spent a week out there taking my dad places, going places ourselves. We got engaged at the Japanese Friendship Gardens, which is beautiful. If you are ever in San Diego, you need to go check out the Japanese Friendship Gardens. Um, so we left, and when we got home, my dad started acting really weird. He was asking to move in with me and my fiance. He was trying to move in with my Aunt Karen. He was just trying to get out where he was. And he abused people. He got people to put them up for free. Uh, just terrible. Like, he abused and just took advantage of everybody that he could. So everyone told him no, and everyone just said enough was enough. Because he was treating people like crap, he was abusing them, and everyone just had enough. So then I assume he got heavily intoxicated and he took his own life in October 2019. That was the hardest thing I ever went through or made anybody else go through for me. Because when I was going through it, it was all consuming, I guess would be the best term. Um, I couldn't think of anything else. Everything was a very hazy experience. I was very not in it, like not in the world, you know. So I found out a little bit after that he stole my identity and he jacked my credit score up. It was like a 300 something, like 350 or something like that. It was crazy. Um, I wasn't in the market to buy a house then, but I knew that when I needed to fix this so I could, buy a house with my fiance. We're trying to start a life. So, trying to get all that fixed, I was calling these creditors and I was like, yo, this isn't me. And they started with their spiel, their whole like, oh, we need a police report, we're going to need this, that, and the third. And I was like, yeah. Dude, I got that. I got a death certificate, a notarized documents, I've got a flux capacitor. What you need, what you got, I got you, man. Just, let's get this done. Let's get this off my credit report. It's insane. I can't do it. So anyway, my dad's ex-girlfriend, who's now closer to me than most people's families are closer to them, I assume. We're going to call her Aunt Karen. I call her Aunt Karen. We're going to call her Aunt Karen. She's Aunt Karen. If you guys ever want to know about how Aunt Karen Weight Watchers back at the start of this pandemic, let me know. It's great. So, Aunt Karen decided that she wanted to go try to find my mom, and I knew I was going through a lot, and I knew I needed some outlets at some times, so I figured she needed the same thing. I wasn't going to, for a lack of a better term, intrude on her process, so I let her go try to find my mom. I mean, like, every time I tried to find her in the past, it didn't work out, so it wasn't going to hurt me. It could help her, so I was all about it. I was always told by my father that my mother was a drug addict prostitute that had me born addicted to cocaine, so I wasn't really too thrilled to meet this person. She was just telling me how, oh, well, you never know, he was a liar anyway, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, you know what, you're right. If you find her cool, I'll talk to her. If not, oh well. So, some time went on, and it was like 11 o'clock at night, and my phone started ringing. And I was like, I'm not dealing with anything this late at night. They can leave a message, I'll talk to them in the morning. And then Sam's phone started blowing up. And she was like, I'm not letting this just blow up, I'm answering the phone. So she answered the phone, and it was my Aunt Karen. I found his bleeping mom! After the shock of that settled, and more than a little convincing, I reach out to this woman who's my mom. And she answered the phone, and I was like, hi, I'm Dave, I'm your son. I didn't know how else to say it. You know, what do you say to the woman that birthed you when you don't know her? So her response was to quiz me. And if any of you are like, that's not right, this and the third, think about it from her perspective. She was told that her ex-husband was in the the football team, the Redskins. He was in the Mafia. He was in the Navy. He had a sister. He didn't have a sister. Like, everything about this man's life was a lie. So you couldn't really know what was going on. So the only thing she could really know is what she knows. So she quizzed me. She said, what's your dog's name? I told her. I'm not going to tell you guys because that is a security question. And that is not Oakley Dokley. So we started talking. I learned how much my father tormented this poor woman, and it was terrible. Like, she would hear someone laugh like him and go into a panic attack because of how terrible he was. So it's so hard to talk about because she was such a, or she is such a good woman and a kind woman that it hurts me to know that somebody destroyed her like that. Anyway, we decide that we want to do something to make her happy. So we decided to surprise her back in Ohio. And we take a train and we book a train, we book a hotel. The train, 3 out of 10, would not recommend. It's uncomfortable, it's super expensive, and it takes forever. Just take a plane. Take a plane, and with the money that you save and the time that you save, go watch a movie. At a movie theater, when you get there, you'll have that more than enough time. You'll be there a couple days ahead of time. You can watch a movie and take a nap and then go to bed and then go out and still have more than enough money left over. So, when we get there, check them in the hotel. You guys saw the video. And we get to set everything up at the donut shop. When we get to the donut shop, I go to meet the owner, and when I'm outside talking with the owner, my mom walks up an hour early. I start freaking out, and I run inside, and I go to Sam. I go, Sam, you know, did you hit record? Your mom's here. Your mom's here. Oh, we made eye contact. Honey, did you hit record? Like, this is important. Your mom's here. It was great. But yeah, so that's a little tiny bit of the long story. I'm sorry for the quality of audio and video. It's off a Sony Handycam that I got just for meeting my mom. I wasn't sure if I was going to do stuff like this afterwards, so thanks for subscribing. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. This is going to be a full, just unedited, boom boom, throw in my intro, throw in the like and subscribe thing at the end. This is just what it is. Alright, thanks guys, talk to you soon.